Star Wars 7x7 episode 2651. Today, the second of a 7-part series of looks back at Star Wars Celebration Orlando interviews, this time featuring Mary Franklin, formerly of ReedPOP. Punch it. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7, your daily dose of Star Wars joy, and thank you so much for joining me for it. So at Celebration Orlando, that was actually the last celebration, and I know there's only been one since then, but that was the last celebration where they had overnight queues for the major huge panels, in particular the 40th anniversary panel for Star Wars and the Last Jedi panel. And so in the midst of everybody queuing up in these, loading bay areas and trade show areas that were not being used for the actual celebration event, that's where everybody was queuing up, and you would run into people here and there, and that was how I ran into Mary Franklin, who at the time was working with ReedPOP and was basically the primary public face of ReedPOP for organizing Star Wars Celebration. Then I managed to find her in the moment of chaos, and she graciously had a moment to share her favorite Star Wars memory, which went a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, comparatively speaking, as far as celebrations go. And so that's what I've got for you today. So without further ado, here's Mary Franklin, formerly of ReedPOP, sharing her favorite Star Wars memory.
Star Wars Celebration I did, which is 2002 in Indianapolis. And celebrations are a marvelous amount of work that I love, but of course you're very wrapped up in what you're doing. The morning before we open, I had a chance to walk outside, and there was a queue down the street, and I didn't really realize it because we were so busy getting the show ready. And I started walking down the street, and the queue was 6 blocks, 7 blocks, wrapped around the building, and it just made me so happy that I can work on something that means so much to people. I'm a Star Wars fan, so it really reminded me, and I've never forgotten it, why I do what I do.
And there you go. That was Mary Franklin, formerly of ReedPOP and a familiar face at Star Wars Celebrations for many, many years, talking about her favorite Star Wars memory. And as I mentioned yesterday, I'm only going to be sharing with you 7 interviews from Celebration Orlando, but I did a whole bunch more, and I'm setting up a list on my Twitter profile. It'll be pinned to the top at SWC7x7 podcast, so you can check out the rest of the interviews if you like. And that is going to do it for this episode of the show. It just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for it, as always, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
7x7 is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars-related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited, or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2021 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.